There was a stretch of time in my business when I felt like I was running as fast as I could and still falling behind. My days started before the sun came up and ended long after my children were asleep. In between, I was answering messages, writing content, following up with leads, jumping on calls, organizing events, and trying to keep every plate spinning. I loved the work. I loved helping business owners grow. But there was never enough of me to go around. As a single mother of two, that math never quite worked. Every hour I poured into the business was an hour I wasn't reading a bedtime story or sitting at the dinner table. And every hour I spent being present for my children was an hour of follow-ups, content, and admin piling up for later. I didn't want to choose between providing for my family and being there for them. But it felt like the business was forcing me to choose anyway. If you've ever felt that squeeze, too much to do, not enough time, and the quiet fear that you're the bottleneck in your own business, then I want you to know something right away. You are not the problem. Your methods are just out of date, and that is very, very fixable. I've spent most of my adult life in business, and I've worn almost every hat there is. I started in the insurance world, where I learned how much of success comes down to relationships, follow-up, and trust. From there, my curiosity pulled me deeper into entrepreneurship. I got into marketing and never looked back. I learned how to build sales funnels, generate leads, create content, and grow on social media. I was good at it. But here's the part nobody tells you. The better you get, the more the work multiplies. More clients meant more follow-ups. More content meant more hours at the keyboard. I was successful on paper and exhausted in real life. Everything changed when I discovered artificial intelligence. It started as simple curiosity, but within a few weeks, that curiosity turned into something I can only describe as relief. I watched AI draft in 2 minutes, the kind of email that used to eat half my morning. I watched it turn a messy pile of notes into a clean summary with action items. I watched it write social posts in my own voice, research leads, answer customer questions, and organize the chaos that used to live only in my head. For the first time in a long time, I felt like I could breathe. And then something bigger happened. I realized this wasn't just a personal productivity trick. It was a complete shift in what's possible for everyday business owners. The same person with the same 24 hours could now do the work of a whole team. That's when MP Solutions AI was born. Today, I help entrepreneurs, healthcare providers, local businesses, consultants, and growing companies put practical AI to work. Let me clear up one thing right now, because the jargon scares people off before they ever get to the good part. Think of AI on a simple ladder with 3 steps. A tool is something you operate, like a calculator. An assistant is something you talk to. You give it instructions and it does the task. That's what ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini are. An agent is something you delegate to. Instead of asking for one thing at a time, you set it up to handle a whole process on its own. Tools you operate, assistants you talk to, agents you delegate to. As you move up that ladder, you do less of the repetitive work and get more of your time back. The biggest myth I run into is this: AI is only for big tech companies and people who know how to code. That is not true. The people who benefit most from AI are the small business owners wearing 10 hats and doing the work of a whole team by themselves. You don't need a technical background. You don't need a big budget. If you can send a text message and describe what you want in your own words, you already have the core skill required to start. Everything in this course comes from real-world implementation, testing, building businesses, serving clients, and teaching others what actually works. I am not a programmer or an engineer. I am an entrepreneur and a mother who learned this by doing. And if I can learn it, so can you. Continue to lesson 2. Subscribe.